Hello and welcome back to Civil Rights History Week on Two Awesome Women. My name's Whitley and I wanted to talk to you guys about my favorite abolitionist and spy, Harriet Tubman. Before I get started on my mini autobiography of Harriet Tubman, I just wanted to say thank you to all those individuals who risked their life and limb and dignity in order to help others. Thank you to the Martin Luther Kings, the Harriet Tubmans, the Rosa Parks, the Cesar Chavezes, all of you that have stood up so that other people can have freedom and equality throughout the world. Thank you. We appreciate you, because without you, I don't know where our world would be. So we do appreciate it, and thank you so much for taking that extra step so that other people can live in a wonderful world. Alright, let's get started. I want you guys to keep in mind that I think that Harriet Tubman is an amazing, amazing activist. She brought so much hope to people because despite the many trials and tribulations that she went through, she overcame and fought so hard for equality of women and African Americans. And I just think it's amazing that she did so much work despite having all these troubles around her. I mean, me personally, I don't know if I could have done it. So let's start with how she grew up. Harriet Tubman grew up in about 1820-ish. They don't really have it marked down. It's between 1819 and 1822. And she grew up in Maryland. She was born into slavery, and at an early age there was a horrible accident that caused her to have narcolepsy, epilepsy, and vivid visions. This incident was when a slave owner threw a weight that was intended for another child, but instead it struck her in the head. Once that happened, all the ailments started coming in. But despite all of that, she was still able to fight for her freedom and for the freedom of others. Harriet was able to escape in 1849 using the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad is a network of people and routes that freed slaves from the enslaved states in the South to the northern ones and also Canada. Despite being in the northern states and free, Harriet Tubman kept going back to the South, back to Maryland, so that she could save her family. She saved her brothers, her sister, and her sister's children. It's reported that Harriet Tubman went back to the southern states over 20 times. With that being said, she was able to save over 300 people from slavery. Harriet Tubman gained the nickname Moses because she was able to send people to the Promised Land. That Promised Land was freedom in the northern states. While going back and forth freeing different people, the Fugitive Slave Act was made in 1850. This act required anybody that was freed from slavery from the Underground Railroad or escaped on their own were to be returned back to their slave owners. Despite having a bounty on her head, Harriet Tubman continued to fight. She continued to save other people because despite them telling her that once she was caught she could be killed, she knew what was right, and that was freedom. So she kept going. Who was the first woman to lead an armed expedition in war? Yeah, it was Harriet Tubman. The Union discovered how amazing she was in helping free slaves, so they decided to recruit her as a spy. And with that, she was able to save even more slaves. One of the final things that Harriet Tubman did before her death, in 1908 she created a home. This home was for people that were misfortuned and elderly in the black community so that they would have somewhere to live comfortably. She too lived there until 1913 when she passed. Later on in life, despite Harriet not knowing how to read or write herself, she was able to dictate her stories to others, and books were created so that people can learn about her story. She also established schools so that freed people would be able to get education themselves. She also worked with the women's suffrage movement because she wanted equality for everyone. Just doing the research for Civil Rights Week here on Two Awesome Women has just been inspiring for me. Looking at all the hard work that people have done selflessly is just amazing. Just thinking about like Rosa Parks, how she did not move from her seat, and how that just sparked the boycott in Montgomery and Alabama. And without her doing that, where would we be now? Where would we be now if Harriet Tubman didn't free all those slaves? Where would we be without Martin Luther King? It's kind of hard to fathom. So I appreciate people that were able to go outside of their comfort zone, those that risked their lives for freedom and equality. That's amazing. And I hope that someday that I'll be able to make a difference in someone's life. I don't need it to be a grand scale or anything. I would love to be able to stand up for what I believe in and be able to help someone at the same time. That would be amazing. Well, anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my mini autobiography of Harriet Tubman. It doesn't have too much information in it, but I'll leave some links below, so if you want to find more information, you definitely can. Once again, thanks for watching. My name is Whitley. Don't forget, I think you're awesome, and I'll see you next video. Bye!